So guys, I have been admittedly pretty preoccupied with my upcoming video essay talking about the Unreal Engine VR injector, and there I was this past Thursday at about 8 p.m. when suddenly the date being January 25th dawned on me, and when I tell you that I rushed to my headset to buy this game, guys, I literally mean I ran from my desk and threw the headset on and bought and installed today's game, and boy, do I have some thoughts. Welcome to the simulation inside the simulation. I am Tooodamngolden, your VR Voyager, and today we are jumping into our mechs and taking a look at the brutal arena combat roguelite called Underdogs. So, like I've stated before, I was a little late diving into this one, but I feel that I have more than made up for it by absolutely engrossing myself into Underdogs, as I have completed around 20 runs as of this recording. And let me start off by saying that this is a beautifully designed universe with a clear and distinct dystopian cyberpunk aesthetic, from the powerful musical arrangement that scores every second of the action, to the comic book design of Underdog's short but well-designed cutscenes, or even the visceral nature of this game's protagonist. Underdogs absolutely nails both the visual and atmospheric appeal with this one, and shout out to the guys over at One Hamza for their attention to detail at really making this world come to life. But shifting over to the gameplay, Underdogs is billed as a roguelite arena fighter, and I know you guys are probably saying to yourself that just like the VR zombie horde play, this too is a tired genre, but boy is this one special. Much like other games of this ilk, Underdogs' basic structure essentially boils down to this: fight through a few rounds of smaller arenas featuring a large number of different enemy types, and then after defeating these enemies, you take on a boss. But where Underdogs really differentiates itself is with its gorilla tag-esque method of traversal, which requires gamers to grab and push or pull themselves to move about, while also incorporating a physics-based combat system where the speed and force of your punches actually matter in terms of damage output. And I have to admit that this is some of the best feeling movement that I've felt in VR, and after a bit of an early learning curve, it really did feel not only natural but very accurately responsive as well. Now, another aspect that I've really been enjoying with this game is the interactions in between bouts, with players utilizing this time to do things like prepare your mech, shop for various upgrades and add-ons, engaging in some risky ventures with the hopes of finding loot, all the while trying not to lose that same found loot, and talking to one of the litany of patrons offering things like decoys to distract the enemy bots, hacks to give your fighters the advantage, and a host of things in between. But the beauty of this to me is how it's presented, as this game leans in on its comic book theme to display these encounters with you only getting the ability to choose between two of these activities at a time at random over the course of 3 sequences, which certainly does add a strategic element to the gameplay, as you don't want to make the same mistake that I did before heading into my first boss fight and, accidentally forego doing mech repairs only for the option to not pop up again during that particular instance. And if you want to know exactly how that went, yeah, not good. And of course, seeing as this is a roguelite, do remember that once you die, you are back to absolute square one. But anyways, folks, Underdogs is a lot of fun and chock full of replay value in my opinion, as outside of the main narrative, there's also a skirmish mode to really kind of beef up this one a bit and allow for gamers to try different weapons, arms, cockpits, add-ons, etc. that have been unlocked in the past runs, and there really are a ton of them to play around with, guys. I personally like the grabbing thing that really lets me slam the shit out of things and toss them around like a little rad doll, but honestly, if you guys like fast-paced, high-energy roguelites, well-designed arena combat titles, or even if you are just really looking to play something that is unique and offers a genuinely fun experience, then Underdogs is the perfect game for you. And One Hamza smoked this one, guys, and if you're on the fence about picking this one up,
do it! Just do it!
And support the amazing work provided by a tiny indie studio so we can get the PvP that this game undoubtedly deserves. As my personal first impression of this game is that it is straight fire, and this could, without a shadow of a doubt, become a huge PvP banger for VR, so let's help make that happen. But that's pretty much all that I have for today. Guys, if you did like today's video, consider taking a quick second to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Tooodamngolden, your VR Voyager, and thanks for joining me in this simulation inside the simulation.